The logistics sector is a major contributor to the UK economy, adding £185 billion annually and employing over 7 million people. We spoke with Kevin Green from Logistics UK to find out how this industry is driving growth and sustainability while also supporting its workforce.
Where is the UK logistics industry at right now?
Well, logistics companies operate on very small profit margins, so they have to be pretty innovative. They have to use new technology. If you think about our reliance these days on internet shopping, we all kind of now have quite a lot of confidence and expectation around next day deliveries or same day deliveries even in many instances. So that's a demonstration that the industry has a real can-do attitude. But times are pretty tough out there. We went through a shortage of drivers a couple of years ago. That's got better, but it's moved on to technicians and engineers now, so skills is a bit of an issue. But I think there are sort of 4 key priorities for the sector that we're really focused on improving our efficiency and effectiveness and our contribution to stimulating growth across the economy. And those, in no particular order, are trade, so reducing friction at our borders, especially after Brexit, and that's friction caused by red tape and delays. Infrastructure, so reducing congestion and delays across our strategic transport infrastructure. Decarbonisation is a huge issue within the sector. You know, we have our part to play in cleaning up the air that we breathe, and the sector is taking that very seriously and making lots of investments over the last couple of years. It's a big issue in boardrooms. And of course, skills. We need to recruit and retain the workforce of tomorrow for the industry to thrive. So I would say that those are probably the big issues facing the sector at the moment.
How is the logistics sector supporting sustainability targets?
There's a lot of investment in different fuel types, and there's a lot of investment in new vehicles that support those fuel types. And there's a lot of investment in infrastructure, so charging points, public charging points, we need lots more of, but also the connections to the grid. Although availability of energy is still a big concern.
Would you say there's innovation in the sector and perhaps new technology that's helping with some of those challenges?
Yes, there's loads of innovation. Actually, we're probably one of the most innovative sectors because logistics companies operate on very small margins. They have to innovate to create value. So whether that's through autonomous vehicles or warehouse optimization, there's a huge investment in technology to make sure that, for example, the goods that we expect every day and that we supply schools and hospitals and businesses, all the things that everybody everywhere expects every day, that's driven by technology and logistics businesses.
You've mentioned skills. How are you encouraging upskilling in the next generation?
Well, we've launched a really groundbreaking campaign over the last 2 years called Generation Logistics, which is all about attracting the talent, increasing awareness in young people and 13 to 24-year-olds, getting them enthused or firstly just aware of logistics and getting them enthused about the opportunities that exist. And also we're in constant dialogue with government about the apprenticeship levy, which we'd like to see reformed too, to make sure that the money that logistics businesses have put into it can actually be spent on activities that support logistics businesses.
How is Logistics UK supporting its members?
We support our members primarily in 2 ways. We reflect their interests and concerns with government in the formulation of new policy, and there's lots of new policy that comes out, but by talking to industry and to the logistics sector, we can help to try to make sure that they don't always listen to us, but we can help to try and make sure that the new laws and regulations that are created are effective and efficient and work as intended. And the other way is logistics is inherently dangerous, so it requires a lot of law to make sure that the people who work within it are kept safe and that the general public are kept safe. So there is constant update to legislation, and we keep our members up to date with how that's happening, what's changing, and how they can keep safe and compliant.